Hi there, LW222, Science of Nutrition and Exercise students. My name is Kara Jimenez, and I'm going to be your instructor for this winter 2021 semester. You are in section WN810. That is your section for this particular course that you're in. It is a completely online course. And I wanted to just send this short video just to give you some textbook information. So for those of you that still don't have the required materials, you can make sure you have that for our start, which is a week from today, next Monday. So as far as the course site in e-learning, I haven't opened it up yet. I'm still doing some finishing touches on our course site. So hopefully by the end of this week, I will have that up and running. So when I do, I'll send you an email and let you know that our course site is up. But basically, once you get into our course, you're going to go to this home page and see just some basic course information on the course home page. In addition to that, you'll go to the content button, and that's where you're going to find pretty much everything you need under that particular content button. But what this video really is for is to give you information on your textbook and what you need for the course. So I'm going to send you this link, okay? And the link is going to take you directly to Cengage, which is going to give you the textbook information that you need. Now, for those of you that need to purchase your textbook from the bookstore, I'm also going to show you how to order your textbook online at the bookstore as well. This first site here is directly to Cengage, and I'm showing it to you for those of you that don't have financial aid and you're paying for this out of pocket. This is going to be a little bit cheaper than, going through the bookstore, because obviously they put their markup on the textbooks. So this link, I'm going to give you this link in the email that I'm sending, and it's going to take you directly to this page here. Okay, so the textbook that we need is called Nutrition Now. It is actually the enhanced edition. It's the 8th edition, and it's called the enhanced edition. And so what's going to happen is you're going to see here where it says Cengage Unlimited 4-month or a 1-year or a 2-year access. So students can actually purchase access to Cengage for just 1 semester, which is the 4 months. Or if you have classes coming up next semester that are also using Cengage, you can purchase access to it for a year or even 2 years. There are many different courses at the college that actually use Cengage, and I'm going to send you this sheet as well that shows you a current list of all the classes that use Cengage. So if this is the case and you have more than just my class that is also using Cengage, like for example, you can see Psych 211 uses Cengage. So that's another general education class that many people will be taking. So, just take a look at that list. And if you have other classes that also use Cengage, my recommendation is to get the unlimited, okay? Because once you get the unlimited access to Cengage, you also have access to all of your Cengage homework platforms. So if you're other instructors that use Cengage, you will also have access to their homework platforms. Like for example, we're using MindTap in this particular class. We're using MindTap. But also it's going to give you access to their required textbooks as well. Now note that it's going to give you an ebook, an electronic version of the textbook, but you do have the option to get up to 4 free hard copy textbook rentals from Cengage for just $7.99. So basically you're paying the shipping and handling fee, and they're going to ship you up to 4 hard copy textbooks. So for the one price, if you get the unlimited, if you have different, multiple classes that are using Cengage, that's my suggestion, is just to go ahead and get the Cengage Unlimited, and you can click right here where it says subscribe now. And for the 4-month access, it's $119. So that'll give you access to MindTap, which is what we use in this course. So that's the digital where we're going to do a lot of our homework in. And then it'll give you access to the electronic textbook. But also it's going to give you access to the electronic textbooks of all your other classes that might use Cengage as well. And again, remember, if you decide you want a hard copy book, all you have to do is just get a rental from Cengage and just pay $7.99, and they'll ship you the textbook. At the end of the semester, you simply ship it back to them. So that is what Cengage Unlimited is. For those of you that are going to just purchase this on your own, that's my suggestion, is just go ahead and click subscribe now. You can also do a free trial. They'll give you a 2-week free trial, but you have to purchase it, before that 2-week trial is up. And that way, all the work that you've been doing doesn't get lost. So make sure that if you're going to do the free trial, that you still, end up paying for it within that 2-week window. So that is, the Cengage Unlimited and where you can purchase it directly from Cengage. Now, for those of you that have financial aid and you want to use the Delta College bookstore, so all you're going to do is go to the Delta College website, delta.edu/bookstore. Okay, so you're just going to go there, and then you're going to, over here, click on order books. Okay, and then here under textbooks, you're going to click on buy textbooks. And then scroll down and you're going to select Winter 21. You're going to select LW. Okay, it's an LW class. And then you're going to select 222. Okay, that's the course number. And then section number, we are 810. Right, so you're just going to click on that one there. And then add course to the list. And then over here, it's going to pop up and you're going to click on Get Your Books. And then if you scroll down, you will see you have a couple different options. The first is that Cengage Unlimited 4-month access code that I just showed you. That was $119. You can see here it's $144 in the bookstore. This, for those of you that want the hard copy textbook, we have Cengage Unlimited bundled inside a loose leaf hard copy book. So you'll have that access code that you need to get into MindTap, but you'll also have the hard copy book with it, and that is $146.75. So you have a couple different options there. It's not much of a difference if you want to get that hard copy. I know for me, I like to have that book right in front of me versus trying to read multiple pages off a computer screen. So it is what it is. It's your decision, whatever you decide to do. But again, you need to have access to the Nutrition Now, the enhanced edition. Okay, it's got to be the enhanced edition textbook, whether it is electronically, right, or whether it is a hard copy. You have to have access to that textbook, and you have to have access to MindTap. So you can either purchase that at the bookstore for those of you that have financial aid, or like I said, I'm going to send you this link and you can purchase it directly from MindTap. Like I said here, get that 4-month access for the $119. So that is the textbook material that you need. Now, once you purchase, for example, if you purchase this one right here, where you get the loose leaf textbook with access to MindTap, inside of it, you're going to get a little card with a scratch-off code. Okay, so just like a lottery ticket, when you get that card, you're going to scratch off, and it's going to be a long code with a bunch of numbers and letters inside of it. So once you get that code, if you purchase it here at the bookstore, okay, and you get that code, once you have access to my course, you're going to be able to enter that code to register yourself as a MindTap user. I've integrated MindTap directly into our course site. So all you're going to do once I open my course site is you're going to go to the content button. Okay, and then you're going to scroll down, and over here on the left, you'll see all these modules. You're going to click on MindTap Access and Resources. Once you open up that module, you'll see I've got a bunch of things inside that module. The first link says enter your MindTap access code here. So we're going to open up that link, and that's where you're going to enter the MindTap access code that you scratched off that card. Okay, and that's going to register you into my Mind Tap course. And after that, that's all you need to do. Okay, and that way you're registered for the Mind Tap course, you're all set up. And when I meet with you for the first time on Monday morning, I will go over, what you need to do in the course. So let's just worry about getting our textbooks, getting yourself registered with Mind Tap as a user, and that way you'll be able to access all of my Mind Tap course material. So that's how you're going to purchase the book. Those are your two different options. It's up to you to figure out which one you want to go with. Okay. Now, the second thing I wanted you to be aware of is that there is physical activity involved with this course. So you will be required to get a minimum of 15 exercise hours over the course of the semester. Okay, so you're going to need to figure out, how am I going to get those hours? Because I'm not going to be working out with you every week, right? This is a completely online course. It's up to you to put exercise into your life, right? Into your daily schedule and try to make time for it. So I will post these in my course site, all of the exercise policies, and I'm going to go over them again on the first day, but I wanted you to be aware that there is a requirement to get at least 15 hours of exercise. Now, this course is roughly an 8-week course, so that means you're going to need to get at least 2 hours. I'm sure some of you might get more than that, but at least 2 hours of exercise every single week, and you're going to need to document that exercise. Now, what are you going to do? Well, some people might already, with these New Year's resolutions, have purchased memberships to gyms, right? They have a local gym close to their home and they have been going to the gym and working out regularly there. That can be your option, right? Some of you might like to exercise from home. And so we have a lot of different, workout videos that are out there. So for example, underneath that exercise documentation and resources module, I have also given you, let me see, where is it? Popular YouTube fitness channels, popular YouTube exercise videos that are all free. Also some popular fitness apps and fitness websites that are all free as well. So a lot of people like to exercise from home and they're going to do their workouts at home, okay? Or maybe they like to go on runs or walks or, and they will document that. Okay, so there's lots of things that we can do. We're going to talk about that a little bit more on our first class period. But also, I want you to be aware that's something that you're going to need to do, and you're going to need to document it and prove, right, that you were doing this particular exercise. So for example, if I have a membership to, say, Planet Fitness, when I go in, I swipe my card, right? And when I leave, I can swipe my card again. And at the end of the course, I can go back and I can go to my my account on the Planet Fitness website, and I can print off my check-in and check-out times. Okay, because that's all documented. Every time I checked into Planet Fitness, it was documented because I swiped my card. So that's one example of a way to prove I was there, okay, and I did go to the gym, I did work out. The other thing you're going to need to do is log it. Okay, so what did you do while you were actually there? Okay, so maybe I walked on the treadmill for 30 minutes at 4 miles an hour. I was able to get in 2 miles. My exercise heart rate was 150 when I was doing that 2-mile walk. Okay, in addition to that, I did the chest press, 2 sets of 15 reps at 30 pounds. I did the shoulder press, 2 sets of 12 reps at 10 pounds, right? So I'm documenting what I did on that particular day that I went to the gym. So that's just one example of a way that we can prove, but also document what we did. So I'm going to be going over all of that when we meet. Now, we will be meeting every Monday morning in Virtual Classroom at 9 a.m. Virtual Classroom can be found under the Communications button here. If you click on that, then you'll see Virtual Classroom. Then you will see I've already scheduled our week 1 virtual classroom meeting at 9 a.m. So you're just going to click on these 3 dots right here and enter the meeting from there. Now you're going to need to make sure that you have access to your microphone on your computer. So when you do enter into virtual classroom, you allow Bongo to access your microphone, access your camera. That way, if we need to turn our cameras on so we can see each other or we can talk to each other, you're able to use both of those on your computer. Now, I have set aside every Monday morning from 9 to 11 to be in virtual classroom to talk about the assignments for that particular week. We're going to go through each one by one, so we have a better understanding of exactly what needs to be done for that particular week. But also, you know, it gives us time to just talk about the topics that we're covering for that particular week in class, and it gives us some actual time face-to-face. It's virtual face-to-face, but we're actually here together at the same time, so you can ask me questions in real time. So you're stuck on something. I'm here every Monday morning at 9 o'clock to answer those questions for you. Now, these virtual classroom meetings are built in to help you. It's not going to hurt you. For example, I'm not going to take points away if you cannot attend the meeting. I know a lot of you work, right? And you might be working at 9 o'clock on Monday morning and you can't attend the meeting. Don't worry, because I record every single one of these meetings. And once the meeting is over, the recorded meeting is going to show up down here on the bottom half of your screen. So you'll be able to go back later Monday afternoon or evening or even Tuesday, and you can access that recorded virtual classroom meeting and watch it, and that should answer any questions that you have. So I always encourage students to, if you can't attend the meeting with me, which I'd love it if you could. I would love to see you guys every Monday morning, even if it's only for 15 minutes, right? Just to touch base, talk about what we need to do for the week, and then, you know, move on and answer your questions if you have any questions. But if you can't be there, watch the recorded meeting before you email me with questions, because there's a good chance I already answered any questions that you might have had in that particular meeting. So I encourage you to watch the meeting first, and then if you still have additional questions that are unanswered, email me and I can answer those questions for you. Okay, so virtual classroom, I've built it in just to kind of touch base every Monday morning. For the first class, it's probably going to be maybe from 9 to 11, only because the first day I have a lot of material, a lot of information to go over with you guys. So it's a big introduction, lots to talk about. So it might take me a little bit longer to get through everything. But after that, as the weeks go on, an hour tops is probably all we would need every week. Some weeks even less, okay? But it's just a way for us to touch base every single week and come together. So just FYI, be aware of those virtual classroom meetings. If you can attend, put them on your calendar, and that would be awesome, okay? So other than that, I also wanted to let you know I use one additional way to keep in touch with the students, and it's the Remind app. So if you have your smartphone and you're willing to download this Remind app onto your phone, I would ask you to join me in my class on Remind. So all you're going to do is text this message, which is at LW222W. Okay, so you're going to text that message right there to this number, 81010. And by doing so, you will be able to join my class on Remind. I only use Remind as a way for us to text message back and forth. I give, you know, sometimes every week I'll just send out a short meeting on Sunday afternoon saying, don't forget, you have this, that, and the other due tonight at midnight, right? Or I might say, hey, don't forget, we have a virtual classroom meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Right, so I might just send a quick text, but it's also a way for you to text me if you have particular questions. I'm good at responding to my email, but if you want a quick response, sometimes it's easier just to text me using Remind. So it's just another way for you to join me and keep in touch with me other than through email. So those are just a couple basic things I wanted you to know before we actually start class. Remember, next Monday, January 11th at 9 a.m., I will be in virtual classroom to go over everything you need to know about the course. Hopefully this video that I just sent now is helped you to identify the textbook, you know, the MindTap access that you need for the class. Also making sure that you have a plan as far as exercise and how you're going to obtain those exercise hours every week. Like I said, I will have this course site up and ready probably later on this week. I will shoot you an email and let you know when it's up so you can go in and explore and be ready to meet me next Monday at 9 a.m. So everybody have a great Monday morning, and I look forward to meeting you this semester.